Steph holding them to 60 points today. What did you see that was so effective from you guys defensively and really turned this game?
I mean, our aggressiveness, our attention to detail, our ability to contest without fouling, to be disciplined, in that area, I thought was huge. We played good enough defense down there, and our offense just couldn't get going, and we were able to get it going on both sides tonight. I continue to just be so proud of this group and their resilience, their toughness, and their ability to respond.
For either player, what does Ariel Power's passion in games mean to you guys, and how contagious can that be?
Yeah, I think it's great. She's someone that she feeds off so much energy, and she always has a lot of energy. So I think for us, just making sure that we always match that. And I love when I see her hype up the crowd, everyone gets involved. But I think AP, just what she brings to us, that aggression, just getting after loose balls, it's great.
What about that chest bump?
She gave me this like the third time, and every time I just keep remembering that I'm not a Kelsey.
For Kelsey, you were saying in Atlanta that this team needed to have that fight in them to punch first to be able to even this series. How did you see this group do that tonight and really set that tone?
It was a really big opportunity for us. It was a big moment on the positive side for us because we have seen our team have lapses from game to game, and it was really, I don't know, I felt good about the fact that we responded when we were supposed to from game to game. We didn't take a couple games, even though we didn't get a couple games. We came right off the back and took care of business as far as like what we lacked off from the first game to the second game. So that was a really big positive for us, and small victories is big for us.
Kelsey, you've had a lot of moments with this franchise throughout the years. Where does leading them to a playoff win at home kind of rank them right now?
Oh, man, it takes a village. I think we all piggyback off each other within our group and in our organization. So I think it took a collective group effort to be able to be here. And I think that our first win here was big for us because we've been resilient throughout the course of the year, and it was just. I don't know, it felt really good to see ourselves on top and do something great for a change. When it comes to us being resilient, have to fight off a lot of ups and downs, backs and forth, and so it felt good for us to really, come out on top tonight.
Yeah, Steph, you just mentioned needing to do little things today, like after the loss on Sunday. Just what were those little things that you saw your players do tonight?
They were getting the hustle plays, getting on the floor after loose balls. It was finishing defensive plays, making sure that we boxed out and then went and got the ball. It's setting screens, using screens to give us opportunities on the offensive end, communicating in our point of screen defense on the defensive end. We took care of those things. I mean, you're going to have your moments in game, but when you continue to have more moments where you are executing and have more moments where you are playing with multiple levels of effort, good things usually happen, and our group was able to do that.
Well, Scott, Brian, and James.
Aliyah, what stood out to you about able to get going? It looked like there were some turnovers elsewhere, and so you kind of put it into your own hands and had that nice run before some foul calls.
Yeah, I think for me, just continue to be assertive. Just reading the defense, trying to get good possessions going. If I just get the ball, feel it out, see where the ball needs to go next, whether that's shoot it or pass it. I mean, I'm just kind of just taking what the defense is giving me.
That sequence right at the end of the third quarter, just speak to the importance of that, and that kind of feel like sort of like the backbreaker for Atlanta, so to speak, when you.
Yeah, that was great for us. That seriously was scoring the ball and then getting that tip, and then seeing that three. I mean, the energy, everyone felt it. The crowd was going crazy, and we just used that momentum into the fourth.
Kelsey, going into a do-or-die game 3, what excites you about that opportunity as a competitor?
I think it will be a really good challenge for us. I think. Obviously we want to win a game and they want to win a game, so I think somebody has to lose and somebody has to win, obviously. But I think that we take tonight for what it is and start mentally preparing once it hit 12 o'clock and we didn't go into what's important for Thursday. And so, like I said, it's a big opportunity tonight, but you gotta let it be the moment and let it kind of fuel you for Thursday. But you gotta move on.
Tamika was in the building tonight. What is he into, like, to have a legend supporting you from the sidelines?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. She's a legend. Anytime you have a legend come into this building, especially Tamika being who she is, I mean, it's just amazing. I saw her before tip, and I just the biggest smile came across my face because I mean, you're competing, but Tamika was here and she really put the Fever on the map. And so for us to be in the same position, getting a first playoff game here in a while, it's just great to have her.
Aliyah, speak to the emotions of a win like this. Kelsey already kind of touched on it, but what's the vibe like in the locker room after you get a dominating win? Like
Yeah, I mean, everyone was happy. The vibes were really great. I think, just like Kel said, this was super big for us. Our backs were definitely against the wall in this, and we know that we've just been through so much this season that coming out with this win and then giving ourselves another chance in Game 3, emotions are high.
Steph, for Game 3, how much does a win like this give you guys confidence that you can close out the series in a tough situation on the road?
I mean, I think that this is a group that's confidence has really never wavered. You know, we've been in every kind of situation you can imagine, and we've been able to find ways to put ourselves in position to win, and this will be no different. Obviously, it's going to be on the opponent's home floor, but you know, it doesn't matter. I think for us, our if we maintain our attention to detail, if we continue the defensive effort that we had tonight, and we shoot with confidence, you know, we give ourselves a chance, and this group is continued to show their heart, their character, night in and night out.
We'll wrap up over there, Scott.
Kelsey, given all you have been through and not getting the home game last year, when you were on the bench fourth quarter resting, did you take a moment at all to kind of soak in this experience?
Oh, I was extremely grateful. It was like I said, I think we have positioned ourselves to kind of, you know, be in that moment. And shout out to my coach and our coaching staff for like trusting the rest of our group to come and finish out the rest of the game. But I think sitting down for the fourth quarter was one thing, but I think putting yourself in position to be able to do that was entirely different. And I think shout out to our group for just kind of staying resilient and being able to get stops to, you know, put that stretch and have a bigger enough stretch for me to sit down. So it was big. It was big.